Hello and welcome back to our Advent series. My name is Peter. I'm the youth pastor of McConnellsburg United Methodist Church.
And I'm Emily, the pastor at the McConnellsburg United Presbyterian Church.
Today is the 23rd of December. Just a couple days left until Christmas. That star is almost right above baby Jesus there. Yesterday we talked about what it sounds like and looks like when each of us praise God and celebrate the way that we feel uniquely called to. And today we're going to be talking about one such creature that is a beautiful instrument of God's earth for celebrating. That creature is a cardinal. So we're going to read about the cardinal in our All Creation Waits book.
With the help of Banks. The Northern Cardinal. Iron gray clouds weight the pond and field. Beyond them, the thicket and naked trees endure the day. Heavy, my head bows. I watch my boots trudge. Then my head snaps up and left, my eyes snagged and carried by a scarlet flame lilting through the tall weeds till it lights, setting asway the leggy skeleton of a thistle, and rides. When nearly all the world tramps down its color, this male cardinal flares, an extravagant gesture considering the hawk whose dark eye snaps to him faster than mine. His brilliance shouts his unshakable expectation of spring. In spring he will court. The redder his plumage, the more ardently females will fly to him. So in the fall, when growing the feathers he'll wear in courting season, he fed himself almost exclusively fruits like dogwood berries, wild grapes, and multiflora rosehips, fruits that saturate him in scarlet. Extravagant, yes, but not reckless. To bring his flame through months of cold that strip the world to the bone, he must give deep attention to his body. The flight that caught my eye and heart was no joyride. Swaying on the thistle stalk, he did not sing, not in winter. Flying, singing, those burn energy. Use him up. Clothed in the color of compassion and abandon, he is in truth a conserver, asking of every action, does it have a purpose? Does it repay what it costs? To fuel his life, winter leaves him only seeds. As the cold sharpens, he needs more seeds to fuel his furnace to its 105-degree Fahrenheit survival heat. Just when other seed eaters also need more, and snow is apt to cover the uneaten seeds. So in late fall and early winter, he chooses to eat more than he needs, but exactingly. He knows he soon must wear a reserve of fat, or he'll freeze. Too little fat, and he will fall. But too much fat, and he will also fall. Fat slows him. Fat slurs his dart and weave. And the hawk, watching the open fields of weed and grain, watching the backyard feeders, dives quick and clean. So each day the cardinal weighs his reserves. He senses precisely how much fat is spread beneath his thin skin. Also, he takes a measure of the temperature and length of day, sensing how much winter remains. He places all he knows in a finely felt balance, which tells him how much he must eat to add an exact increment of fat. By fractions of grams, he grows himself so that he is weightiest exactly when winter is most harsh and food meager. He aims for a scalpel's edge, just heavy enough each week of intensifying cold to fuel his purposes, just light enough to whisk away should talents fall from the sky. The cardinal holds on as the thistle slows its sway. Maybe he's weighing himself, noting how far the stalk dipped when he landed, how far it bounced back. If he can navigate the narrow path between too thick and too thin, too much and too little, he'll arrive at his long-expected spring. He'll blaze out then, and dazzle, bobbing, flitting, cavorting, singing, what cheer, what cheer, what cheer.
Thank you for reading that, Emily. I like how that animal doesn't just show us what celebration can look like and expectation can look like and preparation can look like, but also it does so with a very strong emphasis on balance, which is something that can be hard to find in Christmas. We're kind of, at probably the peak throughout the year of our intake for calories, a lot of us anyway, eggnog and cookies and things like that, really storing up. So it's interesting to hear about an animal that instead of storing up calories for hibernation is trying really hard to find just that balance and find its best possible self.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I hope that you found something useful in this story, some good little takeaway, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.